something.
Venom on my tongue, depending at times. Poisonous vibration. Help my body run. I'm running for my life.
That's one too. Check.
Sipping on straight glory. Let the vibe slide over me. This beat is a chemical. Beat is a chemical. When I leave, don't save my seat. I'll be back when it's all complete. The moment is medical. Moment is medical. Sipping on straight glory. Fall out of formation. I plan my escape from walls they can find.
Happy Thursday evening, everybody. I'm Anthony with Southern Surf Clean Fresh, walking up here in Alabama. We got the host with the most, Trudy Wilkham, the queen of clean down there in the Panhandle. We got a couple of, man, y'all really don't need no introduction, but we got two of the OGs of the industry. There's going to be so much knowledge that's probably going to set off a Richter scale through the internet or however this thing works. But before we get into the show tonight, I need to express my heartfelt feelings to all of my brothers and sisters and our pressure washing family that has reached out to me yesterday and today. If you haven't heard, we lost my brother to cancer. Yesterday, he went home to be with the Lord at 3:45 p.m. I know he's with Jesus, so that's why I can smile about it and have an upbeat thing about it. But I just want to thank everybody that's called, text, message me, messenger, whatever you've done to reach out. It's really, really helped, and it means a lot to me. But now, with that being said, we still got lives to live, right?
That's right.
We got shows to do. We got shows to put on. But we have AC Lockyer with us and Carlos Gonzales, two of, man, how long y'all been doing this together? How long together? Y'all probably been in this thing 50 years?
I'm in my 35th year right now.
Lord. Probably around 60 years then.
Yeah, I'm looking at 28, I think 28 years, 28, 29 years, something like
I
that.
thought say 60 there, Trudy.
63, if my math is right?
Yeah.
That'd be about 80 years of experience that we've got, that I've got on this show tonight. So y'all making me feel like a baby. But let's talk about this Panhandle event we just all survived and got through. AC, you've been there. I think you've been to every one of them, probably pretty close to it. This was Carlos's first one. He didn't make it last year due to family problems or something or another, and I'm glad he did. And I kind of did a little live thing with him, and he said something that sparked an interest to me when we was talking to him and stuff. He said, he said, I really didn't know what to expect, and it lit a new fire in me.
Oh, wow.
He got Panhandle baptized.
And so, he got Panhandle baptized, and man, I'm glad that we was a part to relight that fire in you, and had no idea it was kind of growing dim there. But we're glad that we would get to be a part of it to re-energize that battery a little bit.
Oh, us old guys just get tired. That's just we just get tired.
Can't get tired.
Well, for me, it was. I mean, Anthony was 100% right. It was. It's been, I think, since COVID, since I've been actually at an event. I've been to a couple after COVID, but my mind wasn't just. I just wasn't like into it per se, and it wasn't a trade show type setup. It was more just training and mastermind type sessions, and a couple of them outside of the industry. So it was really, I want to say, uplifting for me personally to when I walked into the event at, what Trudy had was seeing all the equipment and watching all the vendors set up. And even though it sounds kind of weird, but just brought back some really fond memories prior to COVID, where the trade shows are normally the highlight of the washing, pressure washing industry. So it for me was just more of a, gosh, it feels good to be back. When I was walking in, there's, rigs were being set up outside. Had the opportunity to meet Judd West for the first time. I mean,
He's an
to
icon.
that guy for years online. And, he kind of looked over his shoulder and said, "Los, is that you?" And I'm like, yeah. So we exchanged hugs and this and that. And same thing with Anthony. It's, I've spoken to the guy many, many times online. And, it's always good to extend that hand and give a good firm handshake or a hug to individuals. And so it was really a kind of like a bittersweet moment for me personally to enter into the conference space, and the energy there was just, again, very high operation tempo, just a lot of new equipment, a lot of new vendors. So I was really just grateful to be able to attend it. So I appreciate it.
Awesome. Yeah, the spark in the newer contractors' eyes, just watching them learn, watching them get this drive that they can grow. That's why I love doing this. I mean, it just makes me feel that I'm giving back. I went to events when we were walking for years, and just to see these guys, and on the first event,
Yep.
I've seen guys, and then to see them years later, and they've got 3 trucks and they're killing it. I'm just like, this is amazing, and that's why I do it. I love to see that spark go into success, and it just makes me feel good to be able to have a platform to host this. And trust me, I'm crazy. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. And then before I even go to bed the night, I'm like, okay, this is for next year. Like, I'm already doing it for next year.
We even took a break. We
I
already
did.
setting up the show floor and everything, getting everything
Went
lined
back
up.
into it.
So they say, what is your take? What is your take on it? I mean, you've been around a while, and
yeah. Well, I'm like Carlos. Back in the day, we used to do a lot of these types of trade shows and training events and round tables and all those types of things. And it's kind of cool that what is old is new again. Things as they went on, they got more highly produced, more highly polished, and lights and speakers and bringing people in. And this is really a lot like one of the old round tables or one of the old events where you got there. And I love the track training. The track training is great. And being the contractors being able to go from spot to spot and get training on different pieces of equipment and see what's going on. Just the fellowship is great. This year, the food, holy smokes, the food was good. And I'm a foodie. I'm not going to blow smoke and all that kind of stuff. But the food was really good. And that was an extra nice little touch there on the event, everybody being able to have lunch there.
Yeah.
But man, it was an environment. You guys created a great environment for people to come in and relax, learn, do some networking, get some mentorship, see some cool new equipment. And we really enjoyed it. Thank you for putting it on and inviting us to it.
You're welcome. I love the fact that you're able to go out there and see the machines side by side. I know a lot of the other events, you can't do this at the Huge or some of the other events. You can't go outside and watch the machines in action. And I don't know about you, but when I want to buy something, I want to touch it. I want to see it. I want to see it in action. You're not going to buy a car without test driving it. So when you see these machines out there, you can see what they can do, and you can see how far they can shoot, or you can see what the chemicals do, and you can, all the gadgets. You get a better understanding of what it is. It's not like shopping off Amazon. You actually get your hands on it. You can see it with your eyes. So, that's another thing. And like I said, I've been doing these roundtables and the training events for years. I think my first one was 2008. And like you said, after COVID, it went away and it went to something less intimate and less educational and less information. It was more like a home show. So I'm glad I'm seeing, that's why I started this, and I'm seeing the other events now also easing up and being more, more or less technical and more hands-on and more, training. So, I like that coming back around because I think it's needed.
So will y'all being two of the oldest? I'm gonna
Oldest,
I'm gonna throw y'all out there, but
us two are the same age. We graduated high school at the same time.
anything insights that we can make this thing better.
Yeah.
Because we're looking to be better. I don't think we're looking to go big yet, because where we're having it at, I don't think they have a venue big enough. If we get over 500, 600, 700 people, I don't think
He's trying to kill me.
to handle it. So we really want to keep it kind of right now for the next couple of years. We want to keep it more intimate, like it is, so we can touch as many people's lives and impact people's lives as we can with the show. But just intake something that, y'all been to all kind of shows, all kind of trade shows and events and stuff. Some insight that we might be able to go in there to kind of, bring more people in, a few more people in, or make it even better.
Well,
I think I just need to wear this.
I think the belt.
Oh my God, it's so heavy. It was so heavy.
Trudy, don't hurt yourself.
I know. 5 pounds my limit, and I think that's over. But
I think, to answer your question, Anthony, at least from my vantage point in regards to building it bigger, I think the industry will show you guys which direction to go with future, future events. The industry today is just, there's a lot of different spokes in the wheel versus 10, 15 years ago, where industry events were consolidated to organizations or the talking heads, for lack of a better term, of the industries, from the BBSs or whatever. I think, AC mentioned roundtables, and that's something we don't talk about today in today's jargon, but roundtables were a big thing, 15, 20 years ago. And I think quality over quantity still rules in any setting, in any training, in any trade show, any conference. We always talk about, we always envision that, I want to grow this big, and I want this to, have the masses and be the top expo or top training or top mastermind program. And sometimes that can backfire on you in regards to your efforts to try to get retention versus quality. So I think, there's no right or wrong. You look at the industry today, there's just multiple things happening every other month now. You got conferences going on in Chicago, early part of 2026. You have the PWNA, CETA's, always doing their thing. Then you have training programs kind of sprinkled all through the country. Niche markets, you got, John Tortabene, you got my training, AC does training. He has open houses, at his facility every other month. I know Trudy is big on training. So when you consolidate all this energy and you try to squeeze it into 12 months, it gets pretty crowded.
Yeah,
it does.
It gets really, really crowded, especially from a manufacturer or a distributor standpoint, where we're direct, we're asked to participate, we're asked to sponsor or to run a booth, and we find ourselves, at least I know prior to COVID, we were, from one airport terminal to the next.
Right.
And so it can be tiring. I think AC mentioned that before we went live, is that, we sometimes it can wear you down. So I think if you step back and allow the industry to marinate in this for a little bit and allow it to flesh itself out, it'll tell you, the numbers will tell you, and your vendors that, purchase booths or does the sponsorship, they'll drop hints to you about, how about, let's do this, or did you ever try to think about doing this instead of that? And if you have that relationship with, the people that exhibit, they bring very valuable ideas. And, KC's he's pretty much been to every event since, decades ago. So he certainly can chime in on, what I just said and agree with me or not disagree.
Yeah, for me, and Trudy mentioned this, she was already looking at next year and how to make it better and all. And the big thing that has been created at the Panhandle event is that great just environment, that great space, that safe space. And we've all seen drama and issues, and we've been to events where people walk around with bullhorns and order people around and make people uncomfortable, and and stuff like that. And everybody kind of tries a little too hard sometimes. And just I'm a drummer, and so we always talk about resting back in the pocket and not trying too hard, not getting too fast, not doing too many fills, just staying in the pocket. And you guys got a sweet spot. You got a pocket. You don't have to change a bunch, but I think you do have to be selective on who you invite to these things, because there are some people that will ruin a good thing, and people have to be respectful, and people have to understand what's trying to be accomplished, and it can't be about egos. So I would just always say, every time I've seen this stuff get screwed up over the years in the industry, it's been because personalities got involved and egos got involved. People started to try to impose their will on things, and it just kind of soured stuff. And let's just keep it organic. Let's keep it natural. Let's keep it just family and welcoming, and like Carlos said, people will tell you what they want. They'll give you little hints and everything else. Y'all's important job is to really create that safe zone for the beauty and the wonder of what happens this event to happen. The mentoring, the networking, the socializing, all that kind of stuff, the seeing the new equipment, the getting the training. You all are creating an environment for that. You have to protect that.
So I agree. And when we ask about how to make it better and not bigger, because I'm all
Right.
about wanting to contact. We're talking about the education, the circuit training. What can we do that puts out more information, more education? I don't want to be the huge convention. I don't want to get lost in a venue. I want to be able to walk by and hit you in the shoulder 5 times while I'm doing my laps.
Yeah.
I want to have that intimate communication with the people there. And I don't want to get huge. I don't want to get big. I just want quality. I want the education, the information. I want that. I want contractors leaving the event knowing more than they walked in the door.
And if one thing that you could do to make it better is figure out a way for Edgewater Resort to put more water spigots on the building.
We'll talk about that. We did find another one.
True that. They do need more water, but
that's right. They need. It's hard to have a power washing, training, window cleaning event and everything when you have to run a 300-yard hose line.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And I might bring my trailer with the 525 and just start pumping water and keeping that filled up the whole time.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Or get it.
guys, they are going to be throwing specials up on the screen.
Yes.
Thank Trudy, we got some stuff going on in the warehouse. Some of Carlos's stuff that's going to be on sale for Black Friday. AC's got some out here. We're throwing out here for him too. Y'all go over, check them out, man. Support these guys, man, because they support us. They support Panhandle. They support the event.
Oh, I have one of those right here.
Yep.
And so without them, without you supporting them and them supporting us, we can't do what we do and everything. So, go check them out. call them up, talk to them, chit chat them. Their phone's always open if you have any questions about anything that they manufacture or anything. I know Carlos has got some good degreaser down there. I ain't tried the glides yet.
Oh, I did. I used a bunch of
Or
that.
that and sitting behind you. I've not tried it yet neither. So if he
You should.
take a minute and tell us about it, and then we'll jump over to AC and let him tell us about some of the stuff he's got.
Carlos, you
You
want
know,
to talk a bit about your chemicals?
It's funny. I still feel like a newbie in the manufacturing side, even though we're, I think, 13 years into EBC. And, I sold my pressure washing business back in 19 and just focused totally on, the manufacturing side. And it's a fascinating.
Uh-oh. We're having
what happened?
technical difficulties.
Froze up.
Carlos.
Oh, I'm like, I think Carlos
Yeah.
still frozen. It's not that cold in California.
Oh, we lost him.
He'll be back.
What do you say? AC, tell us about some of your stuff you got out there.
Well, same thing as Carlos was saying is, you come out of this as a contractor, you have some ideas, you decide you want to make some stuff like Phantom Window Works. You see some, just like Carlos, you see a hole in the market where you need something for your company to be able to do the job right. And just like all of Carlos's products, all of my products have come from need. We developed them not just to say, hey, let's put products out there. There was a need. So whether it's Stingray hose reels or Phantom Window Works on the pure water lines, or the soft washology sprayers, Power Stream skids, any of the stuff that we build it because we want to fulfill a need that we found in our own company, and that's what Carlos did with his products. He needed there in California some good environmentally based soaps and cleansers and things that he could use, and he developed those and used them for his own company. And then eventually other people started asking about it. He said, well, I guess I should launch a product line. And that's how these things get started. But yeah, I'm a newbie in manufacturing too. I mean, I've been doing this manufacturing thing just for soft wash systems, building the equipment for about a decade. But it's only about 3-4 years ago that we went into building, other products other than just our soft wash system skids. And, it was just need based. So we do have some great specials going on. All of our distributors are having different Black Friday sales, and they have, Stingray hose reels, Phantom Window Works, any of the pure water machines like that, like the one that Trudy's got sitting next to her there. And Stingray reels were just a huge thing for us because, I love Titan hose reels. I remember when John Techler owned the business, and then he ended up selling out to Pratik's family, and Pratik took over the business. And I loved those guys and spent time with those guys and would sit in the parking lot and talk to them. I just got to the point where, y'all remember before COVID how hard it was to get hold of hose reels back in 2019. It was a nightmare, and they were behind a whole year on my blanket PO for hose reels. They were fulfilling 2018 hose reels in 2019. And so I decided, dadgummit, I've had a lot of ideas on how to build a better mousetrap, how to build a better hose reel. I think I'm going to make a stab at building hose reels. And that's how this stuff gets started. And it brings a lot of innovation into the industry. And there's a lot of people that have done that. There's a lot of contractor innovations that have come to market in this industry. It's not just big companies doing this. It's guys that were in the trenches with all of us out there cleaning a decade ago.
I think we're trying to get Carlos back.
I know he's in backstage, so we're trying.
Yeah.
But so all of your stuff, is it manufactured there on site? I know your hose reels, y'all make them, y'all manufacture them, right?
Yeah. So all of our stuff is for the most part manufactured on site. Now, like on the Phantom Window Works, we've got those stainless steel cylinders that hold the ROs, or the other plastic cylinders that hold the other, filters and things like that. We don't manufacture those. We have a source that we get those from. but the frames, the handles, even that handle that Trudy's grabbing right there, that plastic handle, we mill that from plastic right in our shop. And so these are, things that we engineered. We came up with the design. My engineer laid it all out in CAD as a 3D model. You flatten it out, you send it to the laser cutter, it gets cut out. We run it through the metal finisher. It goes over to the brake press. So all of that stuff on there is made in the United States, in Sanford, Florida, just outside of Orlando. And we've got right at about, I think it's about, well, now we just added a little more square footage. So let's see here. I think we're at about 17,000 square feet.
Wow.
You own that whole city block there that you're on, right? I mean,
well, I don't own it. I wish I owned it.
Kind of looks like it when you do live videos, brother.
Yeah. We have a total of, I think now 25,000 square feet there.
Wow.
And it's been good for us, because if we need to grow a little or contract a little, the landlord lets us take over other spots, or if another spot comes open and we want to move to that spot, they've been very, very gracious. I've tried to buy the building from her a couple times, and she says, yeah, I'll sell it to you, AC. Here's a price. And I go, great, let's get a contract. And then she goes, I changed my mind. And I'm just like,
I was waiting on you to say, ooh, a little steep. But so mainly, so it's everything probably 85% made in-house, but everything is made here. It's made in Florida. I'm not in Florida, but I'm going to say here in the States.
Yeah, in the United States. Yeah.
That's cool. That's a plus there. So we ain't got to worry about all that other stuff. And like
the Stingray hose reels, the motor that's on them, I have to get from China, because the United States conceded the small DC motor industry to China. So nobody in the United States makes small DC powered motors. So I do have to buy those from China. But everything else that's on that reel is 100% from America.
Yeah, they take a beating, them motors. I mean, it takes a lot to tear them up.
Oh, AC, I didn't know you were Barry's stepfather.
Oh, is that what he's saying?
Yeah. He's calling you Pops, so. He's calling me
Pops, huh?
Oh,
okay. I had it on widescreen and I wasn't seeing the messages at the bottom. So
yeah, the Phantom wash system it says 20% off, but what's the price on that thing?
So we have different ones. The Phantom, that's the Spirit line of carts, and they start at $9.99, and then they go to $14.99. And then they go to $19.99 for the deluxe. It all depends on how many filters you have on it, how long the filters are, what the water capacity is, all those types of things. And so if you were to get a $14.99 Spirit standard, you'd be getting about $300 off that if you take advantage of the actual Black Friday sale.
That's what this one is. This is the
that's it, guys.
That's the standard right there.
That's the standard.
Yep.
Phantom wash right there, and
I'm trying to model it. You
so you can just hook a hose up, fit, and a water-fed pole, and you're ready to go.
Yeah, and we do have water-fed poles. We do have brushes. Perry Tate with Reach It private labels our stuff for us, so it's the Reach It quality, but with my purple and green and my logos on it, which I really appreciate Perry for doing that for me. When you, one of the things is when you get a trademark on a logo, you don't just get it for anything. You have to get it for every single category. So for me to trademark Phantom Window Works, I had to come up with poles and brushes so I could have that category for Phantom Window Works. I had to come up with, pure water equipment or window cleaning equipment type of stuff. I had to come up with solvents and preparations and soaps, just so that we could launch those, get pictures of them, send them to the Patent and Trademark Office and all that stuff. We've got it for metal and non-metal poles and all that. So I've got a lot of partners out there, like Carlos with EBC and Perry Tate and all that come in and help me and let me buy stuff from them and relabel it and stuff so that I can get my trademarks and stuff like that. So it's really, really cool how we all work together in this industry.
Yep.
It is. And, I love the fact that we can work together as professional adults and, understand that you do this and I do this, and we can collaborate and work together to build the industry up, even if it's with our education or just sharing the information. If I don't know something, somebody's like, okay, I've never used a window wash system. I don't even wash my own windows. I'm not touching it. So, I'm going to give them, say, hey, I don't do this, but I tell you somebody who does. So I'm going to send them to you. Carlos said he's sorry. His internet just froze up, so he won't be back. But
oh no.
Yeah, but thank you for being on here.
Thank you, Carlos. We'll get you another time, buddy.
Yes, I mean that's what this industry is about. I know you like me, we were in it before the internet and before all the Facebook groups, and it just seemed just like a more pleasant, polite industry. And I think with people like you and me that are sharing and giving, I see it turning a page. There was so much more negativity on it a few years ago. And this year it just seems so much nicer. And I'm just like, there's going to be a couple people that are not nice, but the majority is just turned into more professionalism, I guess is what I'm saying, where it was a bunch of jokesters before. But I'm seeing that change.
Everything runs a cycle, Trudy. I've been through about 5 now of these cycles where you get some people that are maybe a little nasty in the industry, maybe have too strong of egos, maybe attack some people, or have ulterior motives, and they'll create a disruption in the industry, and they'll turn people against each other and all of that. And it'll run about a 3-year cycle, and then everybody kind of starts to see who those people really are.
Yeah.
And then those people end up moving on. And then you get a period of peace. And then the next jokester comes in.
And it comes in again.
And it comes in again. So it's just a cycle. It's just a cycle.
Yeah, Barry, mean people suck.
Yeah, Barry, mean people suck. And that's just, it just is what it is. So what you have to do is you just have to wait some of those people out, because it always happens that people start to see those people for who they really are. And they can put up a smoke screen for a while, and they can, they can pretend, and they can schmooze people and be nice and all, but eventually their colors show. And and so we've just been through many and outlived many of those situations in the industry. And right now we are in a better place right now, but eventually there will be another jokester. And guys, listen, it happens in the fishing tournament world. It happens in the golf world. It happens in manufacturing. It happens everywhere. It happens in high school. It just happens, and it's just people. And so we just wait it out, because people's true colors eventually come out.
John said you're giving away a hose reel at the PWNCA convention in March.
At the PWNA convention, yeah, John Tornabini's doing his parking garage class, and we always support him and give him some nice giveaways for that. And then I've actually got a special announcement about the PWNA convention whenever you guys would like me to give that.
The PWNA
within the drop of bomb?
Yeah, the one in February, the one's coming up in February, the Power Washers of North America convention. And something pretty cool is getting ready to happen.
Guess what? I've got an announcement about that show too.
Why don't you give us your announcement first?
Oh, what's our announcement? Can we put it up on the screen? Do you see where Panhandle is?
Oh, hold on. I got to put the old man glasses on.
Hold on.
Look about the top right.
Right.
Wow, you guys got 6 booths.
We got a little island right there. I've never got a booth at the PWNA or CETA. We're going to do both this year, but finally they're close. But you know what? I am just going. I'm tired of not playing with the big boys. I might be a little woman, but I am up there with the big boys, and I'm going to show it.
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, there ain't one way to do it, and that's just to jump.
Just to do it big.
Yeah, you're gonna do it. Go
Just
big or
do
go
it.
home,
Yeah.
right, AC?
For sure.
Well, now it's in my backyard. I couldn't drive all this stuff. I don't want to drive it to Nashville or Reno. That's a long way, but for being in the backyard.
Well, it's in Orlando. That's not exactly in your backyard. That's still 6 hours down the road.
6 hours, yeah, 6 hours. So,
Yeah.
That's gonna be a heck of a haul with a bunch of stuff.
I'm so glad, Anthony, that you volunteered to help.
Hey, I'm on my way.
Well, it is right in my backyard. So when you get here, if you need any help or need to ship anything ahead or anything, just let me know.
Oh, I thought you were offering us a
Oh,
place to
okay.
stay. Darn it.
But there was the Panhandle. Panhandle's a bomb drop for the PWNA. So what you got now?
Yeah, what you got?
Well, I don't know if you guys saw any pictures, but I actually made a new friend at y'all's Panhandle Expo. Did y'all see the pictures got posted online?
I probably did.
Probably did, but
Yeah.
you probably
So I actually, for the first time in my life, got to meet and hang out with Tim Asselton.
Oh,
And so that was really, really, really cool. And Carlos had a little bit to do with that. Carlos was like, you should really go over and talk to AC. And Ray Burke was like, you should really go over and talk to AC. So he came over and we've got like lots in common and everything else. And so I'm planning on going up during December and I'm going to go up and bring my boat up there. And we're going to try to do some fishing together and stuff like that because I didn't realize what a sweet guy he was. But also too, how the industry goes through cycles and everything else. And sometimes, people, fall out of love with each other and all. And sometimes people just manipulate other people and make people not like each other for no good reason.
Right.
I've got another brother that I've got a long history with that I'm getting ready to co-teach a class with, and that's Raymond Burke.
Nice.
And so Raymond Burke and I are going to be co-teaching a class at the PWNA.
Awesome.
All right. And we're going to be doing it on soft washing. So he's going to be doing soft washing on the techniques, and I'm going to be doing soft washing on the chemicals and the mixology. And we're going to be doing that class together at the PWNA show in Orlando.
Awesome. That's going to be an amazing show, and maybe we can have that collaboration November.
Well, I feel like a little fish in a big pond. That guy you said that first one, I have no idea who he is, AC. So you want to explain to everybody else?
Tim Asselton, he's the guy that came up with the proportioner and using the metering valves for before the pump on the suction side, mixing the chemicals from different tanks and all that kind of stuff. But he's actually, now he says he didn't, but I know a little better. Yes, there are other people that have used this phrase out there, but Tim Asselton is really the guy that made the terminology soft washing a household word. And so he had his company Seminole Soft Wash there in Tallahassee, and he actually owns the URL for softwash.com. And so, he's been just intricate in the industry on pushing soft washing and really helping to bring that to the forefront. And so, you give credit where credit is due. And Tim Asselton is one of the OGs in the industry. Now, he has sold his company. He's gotten out of the industry, and now he's a fishing boat captain. Well, really an eco tour boat captain over there in Destin in the bay over there, and has retired from the fire department and retired from soft washing and bought a really killer boat. And he toodles people around on the bay and shows them all the cool just nature and everything else over there in Destin. So
cool. Next time me and the wife gets down there to the Panhandle, we may have to trip over to Destin and take a little boat ride.
Yeah. Tim, actually, our first year at Panhandle, we opened, And I had never met Tim at all. And all of a sudden he walks through the store and I didn't know his name, and he's walking through and he introduced himself as like, hi. And, he was probably the first one that had his stuff copied because everybody came up with the blend manifolds, we have to call them. But he walks through and I don't remember where we got, well, I do remember, but I'm not going to say where we got them from. And he walked through the store and he points, he goes, that's no good, and kept walking. I'm just like, what did I do wrong? This guy that's been in the industry forever, and I did something bad, and I didn't know what was bad. I learned really quick what was bad, but yeah, so it was nice meeting him, and you shouldn't have said anything about the boat down there because Shane's going to go find him.
Well, I've got his cell number, so if you guys need his cell number so you can get in contact with him and go on his boat. It's a really, really cool boat. So it's a really fun trip he does.
And then also at the PWNA, I will be part of the plant and property protection class. So I'll be doing my industry paint issues for that class there. So I'll be in there talking about that like I always do. And I've tested some more chemicals. Still haven't found one we can downstream, but I'm going to keep trying. But it's fun just getting in. You think, putting on a show by yourself is a lot of work, and then you finish and you're planning on the next year, and then you're planning on all the other shows and events you're going to go do and go teach at and go speak at. And for me, it just invigorates me. I love learning. I still learn. I know you still learn because, like you said, everything changes, and I love to learn, and I love to give other people information. I'm not always right. I don't know everything, but I probably know somebody that does know it. And
you're Trudy.
To get out there and just
you are admitting on live stream that you don't know everything.
I don't.
So, Lord, what happened when they see the world coming to an end?
There we go.
Okay. So it's great to keep doing this and moving and Anthony's got plans for the Panhandle show for 20 years. I want to retire. I want to travel my RV. And when I go in my RV and I travel to different states and different cities, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to a restaurant where they got a big room. And then I'm going to say, come on, boys, who wants to meet here? Let's have a round table meeting. And I'll still do it. I'm never going to retire. But I know you're like me because we had dinner with our spouses and we've got so much in common. And it's like we're the same person. It's crazy that I know you just love it as much as I do, just getting out there and just doing it.
Yeah, that's the addictive part of it too. I could have retired a long time ago, and I could have gone back into a different industry because when I went flat broke back in 2009, 2010, my wife was like, don't go back and own another business, and go get a job with somebody, and it doesn't have to be the pressure washing industry, but I just kept getting sucked back into it.
Couldn't get away from it, huh?
Yeah, couldn't get away from it because I just love helping people, and there's not a day that goes by that somebody isn't reaching out to me, like you, Trudy, on Facebook Messenger or by text or an email or calling me on a Sunday afternoon at 3:00 while I'm sitting on the couch trying to enjoy a movie with my wife, and and they're having a problem bidding something or fixing a piece of equipment or whatever. But when you have the heart for it, you can't not answer the phone. It is what it is.
Our spouses discuss that over dinner as well. We're talking about working, and they're like, "Does she ever put the phone down?" No. Does he? It's like, okay.
No,
it's true.
When we first got hooked up with Trudy and Shane at Panhandle events, first one went down there. The wife went with me, and my first event. I was like a kid on Christmas morning, and then we went into the second one, and I think we had dinner a couple nights before because we usually got before we make a week out of it now, and they was asking her what she thought about it and everything. She's like, he loves it. Like, that's what he loves to do. he just loves being there, being around everybody and talking to everybody. It's just a good feeling when you give back to people. And Trudy sends a lot of people my way to give advice to and stuff, and I'm glad that she trusts me enough to do that. And glad I'm at the position I get to do it. I'm not the smartest cat out here in the pressure washing world. I probably won't never be. If I only know what you forgot, AC, I'd be doing good. But it is.
What happened this year? Your wife came to help, and what happened? Did she get baptized too?
Yeah, she did. She said she was working the door up there.
There you go.
People registered in, and she said she had a lot of fun just talking to everybody and meeting everybody and stuff. And she said just the energy and people just love what they do, and and that's what it's all about. And that's what we try to keep the show about, is just reaching out and make sure everybody takes something home with them at the end of the week, and hope they learned something and bought something and took something out of it. Even if it ain't a card that you can call somebody and say, hey, I got a problem, can you help me? Or I got a job I need to bid on and I don't really know how to bid the job. Facebook, you can ask questions like that and people's going to chew you up and spit you out. I mean, that's why I don't put all that stuff on Facebook. I got inside tracks I can call and stuff. And, if people ain't learned by now, if you ain't got the stomach for it, don't put it on Facebook.
Yeah.
Because they going to get you. Because it's just the way people is. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, just people. It's just people. It's just never going to change. But the good thing is when you do make a difference in somebody's life, it's a big deal. I mean, I can't tell you how many people that after I did my horsepower formula talk there at the Panhandle show, you only gave me like a half an hour. I couldn't believe it. I was like, half an hour, Trudy? I can't say anything in a half an hour.
But I put you right before lunch so you could keep going.
Yeah, and then you put me right before lunch. So, so if I'm going late, everybody's like, come on, AC, the food's good this year. Let's go, And
we'll get you a good hour next year.
Yeah, we'll get you an hour next year. It just got so filled up.
I did the thing on the horsepower formula.
Yeah.
And I can't believe how many people have reached back out to me and texted me and PM'd me and all that kind of stuff about that horsepower formula. And they never thought about building their business that way. Everybody just goes, oh, I'm going to build $1 million business. And you may not need $1 million to support your lifestyle.
Yeah.
I've been able to give everybody a mathematical equation, formula that allows you to plug in a few simple figures, plug in what you would like for your yearly pay to be, and then be able to put in a factor number based on whether you still want to be out cleaning or you want to be managing the company or just be an owner investor. Put that factor in, and then it equals how big of a company you need to build to get that salary, but based on your position on the org chart. People just hadn't thought about that before, and it went over really, really well. Just being able to sit down at lunch at the tables, having the lunch there and being able to sit at the tables and talk to people was huge. And, I've gotten several PMs back from people that were like, hey, see, you sat at my table and talked to me, and man, that was great. It really helped this week. But that's what it's all about. If it's not about that for you, you really need to get out of the industry. That's just all there is to it,
And one thing we are going to change, I think we're going to close the showroom at lunch so everybody can enjoy without worrying about what's going on in the showroom floor.
Exactly.
We're going to
Yes.
close it up so we can all go in there and just do what we do best and just talk. And, like Anthony said earlier, I might not see you for a year, but we meet and it's like we didn't miss 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And a lot of the other guys are like that. And I can't say how much I love this industry so much. I say it all the time and I repeat it all the time, but my heart's in it. Mm-hmm. And that's the same as Jordan. That's why we can't put our phone down. I had to start leaving my phone charging in the bedroom. In the living room when I go to bed, and I get up and there's like 58 Facebook things, 15 messengers, 20 texts, and I'm just like, I have my coffee and I'm just sitting there okay, I've answered all these. So, it's fun, but I love it. And Shane's like, hey, I am busy. I have my coffee and I got my thing. Talk to me after I'm done with my coffee, because I make sure my coffee's done when I'm done with my phone stuff. I
Right.
plan it that way.
Cool. Well, I've already booked my schedule out for next year for coming to the event.
Awesome.
I'm bringing my boat next year because next year will actually be the 20th anniversary of me winning the Redfish Tour National Championship there in Panama City Beach.
Nice.
And so I'm planning on coming up a week early and doing the event and possibly staying a few days afterwards. So, I might have some open seats on my boat that week to take some people fishing. But I love the bay there, especially West Bay, and fishing all West Bay in there. That's where I won the national championship. So I'm going to be bringing the boat with me.
All this stuff I'm going to be missing. I told you, me and Shane's going fishing.
Well, our boat trailer, I'll tell you what, AC, we went on our friend's pontoon, and then all of a sudden, my friends like that said, that looks like Kyle. And I'm like, that looks like my boat. And it was both. And anyway, so they met us out in Panama City, Shell Island, on our boat. And I'm just sitting here going, okay, we're not on our boat, but my employees are on the boat.
That's right.
Their family. But
they had their priorities right.
Yeah. So we get back, and the next morning, Shane tries to back up the boat to clean it. And the leaf springs and the axle just busted. And I look out, I was working on the Saturday, I look out, and the tire of the trailer's on the back of the trailer. And I'm just like,
oh no,
that's not supposed to be there. So
no.
And I was just like, what happened? And everything just rusted out. So we took it to go get fixed, and their parts are back ordered. So I haven't, because of all my medical issues, I haven't been able to get on our boat. It's a fishing boat. I was able to get on the pontoon a couple times after everything healed and get in the water. But so we haven't had our boat for a while. It's still sitting there. We can go by and wave at it, but I'm just like, can you get the trailer fixed? It's been beautiful.
The weather's perfect. I need to go boating
right now, and we don't have our boat. So
yeah,
hopefully we'll have it, and we can go out in the bay together, and we'll have a couple extra seats so we can bring more people.
They rent trailers. You can rent a trailer and put your boat on it.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, you the one that's got a broke down trailer with a boat on it.
Go get it fixed, dude.
How are you going to get the boat off the trailer?
You got a forklift down there?
That's right. They use a boat hoist.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, if we had a place with a boat hoist, they don't have one. We couldn't get the trailer that far. Thank goodness the trailer repair shop.
You get a trailer, and I bet you I can rig up something to pick that boat up. That boat's not there.
I've put boats back. I've put two trailers back to back and transferred the boat onto the other trailer backwards, and then took it to the ramp and put it in the water, went boating for the day, and then put it back on the right way at the end of the day.
Well, we got two friends with two boats, so we just use their boats. They use theirs enough.
Well, there you go. It's good to have friends with boats.
Yes, it is. There we go. A problem solved. See.
Yep.
Anyway, so anything new coming up with you, AC? Anything new?
Well, of course, as you know, I'm a granddad. Alfie's first birthday is this Saturday, so he's going to be 1 year old. So we're excited about that. And
wow,
he's already a year. Yeah, just incredible. No, and business is doing good. Disruptor's doing incredible. We're about 1/3 of the way through a 1,000 truck order that we're working on right now, and so that's been a blessing. We just landed another company that we're going to be doing 140 trucks for, and so that's really good. Soft wash systems, a lot of big changes because we've turned soft wash systems into a franchise, and just so we can have just some better controls and quality and just make sure everybody's on the same page. And so that's been a big change. I swore I was never going to have a franchise, but every year that went by, we got a little more like a franchise and a little more like a franchise. And we finally just said, oh, screw it. We're going to turn it into a franchise. So that's new. Y'all keep my family in your prayers. We're going to be going up to Connecticut next week. Actually, Karen leaves Saturday morning and I leave Monday morning because our daughter's having some pretty major surgery on Tuesday. And so she's been sick for several years, and we're finally getting the surgery done, which should help with a lot of it. But yeah, so that's going to be tough. But yeah, she's going to be, they're basically cutting her wide open, and but yeah, going to be going through that next week. But yeah, just life is going on, and we got some new products coming to market, and the new soft washology line is doing really well. We just had one of our distributors order 5 of the multiple modules together to kind of make a skid. And, but there's just lots of cool stuff coming down the pike, and just having fun building new stuff. And, but more than anything else, I am starting to slow down, guys. I've got a lot of good people that work for me, but I did tell my C-suite that I've got one more year left in me. My goal was the end of this decade, I was going to retire, and this grandbaby thing has really changed things quite a bit. And, it really changes your paradigm and everything. And I looked at my team and I said, okay, I'm working my way out of here. I almost did it back in 2019. I was almost out the door, and then COVID happened and sucked me back in again. But this year I'm really going to start. You'll still see me at all the shows and everything, because I'm a trade show whore. I can't stay away from them. I love them. You'll still see me at all that.
Hey, there's our new shirts, Trudy.
Oh,
yeah, there you go. Trade show whore.
I can't wear that shirt.
We get hot pants that say that,
Yeah, I would not be able to pull that shirt off. They would take it a whole different way if I wore that shirt.
But yeah, we're all getting to the point where it's time to let the next generation start taking the reins and making their mark, for sure.
Yeah, I had Thanksgiving lunch with the grandson today, and I left my phone in the truck. I'm like, no, this is grandbaby time.
Right.
And, so I take him, come home. His parents come pick him up, and we're at my house, and then they leave. I look at my phone. It's like my messenger had like 38. I'm like, it's 2 hours. I got 38 messengers.
Yeah.
So again, I'm going, but you know what? That can wait. I used to worry. I used to have my phone in my hand all the time, and it's now I'm just like, no, I got my grandbabies here. After the year I had where I might not have been here anymore, I'm gonna take that time and just I was blessed to be able to survive this year, and I'm gonna make up the time. My new grandson, well, my granddaughter will be 2 December 10th, and then the grandson will be 1 in March. And
wow.
I didn't get to see them this whole year. I've seen him probably 3 times. He's 8 months.
Oh no.
3 times because I couldn't travel. And she's got 2 little ones. And so I'm like, I'm making up for lost time. They're so precious. And just when they look at you and their eyes just glitter and glow, you know that look.
Oh yeah.
and you just melt. And it's like, God. I mean, I love my kids, but I think I love the grandbabies more. I don't know why.
Oh, I've heard that.
Oh no.
I've used that line too.
There is truth to that, for sure. Well, hey, Trudy, I want you to see something, because you posted something this week, and you have actually officially surpassed me. I don't know if you can see on the screen there.
Yes. 6.5. Let me see. Now I'm going to have to look where I'm at.
6.5 followers.
Yep, 6.5 thousand followers. Let me see where I'm at now. I have 7,022 followers. I think. Whoop.
Wow.
Whoop, there.
You have to hold your phone up. Yeah. So you have officially surpassed me.
Well,
so
I'm
that's
sorry.
Fun.
I'm like.
There, Alana is on it, man. Look at her.
She's all over it.
Yeah, I know. It's not from lack of trying, I tell you. But I tell you what, I did have a lot of time on the couch this year, where you had a lot of time with the grandbaby. So that's probably what it was.
Yes.
But She
Well,
does.
I don't mind losing that race to you.
Well, thank you.
She does an amazing job in the background that people don't realize what she does.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Alana, we couldn't do this without
here's
her.
her shout out. If you need any merch, they do everything over there. I mean, they do shirts, hoodies, pants, socks, shoes. I think she even said they do underwear if you want them custom make you.
Oh, here we go.
Well, I don't know who'll be
can,
washing in their
they'll
underwear.
do
but
that.
She made me a skirt and a dress.
Yep. And you know, so go over that right there, Dab Marketing. It's right there in the corner. Check her out. Amazing people. She does I mean, she does Facebook ads, all kind of marketing stuff. I mean, great woman. Her and Jared does an amazing job. Glad to have them on our team. Glad to
and the backside of the Panhandle Expo, all the banners, the website, and all the media posts, all the fancy ones, all the bad ones were mine, but all the good ones were
all the bad ones was mine and Trudy's. You could tell the difference. I'm waiting on that text message. Y'all quit that stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Let me do all that.
Is it getting dusty in your house? You know, but they do amazing work, and there's no way we could have done it without them. They took the show and just
really helped with the organization.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm busy doing all my stuff, and this so many times I just forward an email. I'm like, Alana, could you look over this? I don't know what it all means. So.
Man. Our phones start about 6:30 in the morning, and it's just ding, 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 ding all day long. West 3, just it's nonstop. I mean, I love it. Sometimes I'll be washing or working or something, and not be able to get to my phone, and I'll look, and there'll be like 37 messages, and it's from 2 people. I'm like, man, I gotta catch up. But you know, we're an hour and 1 minute and 30 seconds into this thing. AC, you want to any closing remarks you want to?
Well, I'm just looking forward to next year. It's going to be awesome. Y'all check out the Black Friday sale over at the Wash Life store. And, you know, this is our little web store that we try to get all of our products on, just so our distributors for Disruptor Manufacturing know how to list all the products and everything. Trudy carries this stuff too. You'll have to just go to disruptormanufacturing.com/distributors. We'll take you to all of our distributors. We don't have a ton, but we have enough to keep us busy. And just life is good. Love for you guys to buy some of our stuff. We got great warranty, lifetime warranty on our structure, lifetime warranty on our tanks. Anything that Disruptor Manufacturing actually makes has a lifetime warranty on it. The Stingray hose reels, lifetime warranty on the motor, lifetime warranty on the switch, lifetime warranty on the solenoid, lifetime warranty on the manifolds, the frame, the swivel, the whole kit and caboodle. We build really, really, really good stuff. It's going to cost you about 30 to 50% more. There you go.
Whoa.
It costs a little bit more to get it, but it will last you a lifetime. And if you guys could bless us out there with some business, we do have some special prices for Black Friday. So check it out at thewashlifestore.com or Panhandle. They handle our stuff too. And, you know, everybody's got some deals going on right now.
And we actually use their stuff on Shane's rig. We have 4 of the hose reels.
Yeah.
And that's usually most of our inventory ends up on his truck. I don't know why, but they do.
Wonder how that happens.
I don't know. Our inventory is always off. But I don't know if anybody just seen me attack Anthony when I wasn't even there.
It's live. Anything could happen. I mean, that fish could jump off the wall back here.
I mean,
that's right.
But it's been a blessing, AC, to talk to you, my friend. Wish you all the luck, and we'll keep you and your family and your daughter in our prayers. And once again, thank everybody that's checked in on me yesterday and today, and keep our family in your prayers.
We will.
Saturday's the day, and you know, life goes on.
Yeah.
You know,
it's tough. It's tough to say goodbye.
Yeah,
it is.
But it's all good and everything. So we want just everybody have a blessed rest of the week. Enjoy yourself. Spend time with your families, your friends. Love on them. And we'll see y'all next week.
Happy Turkey Day. Gobble, gobble.
Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
All right.
Sipping on straight glory.